Because you clicked on this video, you already know that today I'm going to be working on my Create This Book 3 again. And I had different content planned for today. I actually need to make some more Christmas DIY, some ornaments, some stuff for my home because I don't have anything. But I'm super creatively drained from work, and this is the only thing I actually feel like doing right now. And when it's for my joy and for my creativity, I actually think you definitely need to follow what your intuition or your joy tells you to do. So it's Create This Book today, my new creative outlet, and I'm going to be working on this page that I wanted to make for weeks now, and it's about creating a little spin wheel. I've been really wanting to make this page in my book because I think it will help me choose random things that I wouldn't normally think of. And I want to use these to create cuter and more unique characters. So I hope this is a fun way to push my creativity from now on with my book and with other projects too, especially on days like these when my brain is tired. I wanted to start by drawing an animal on each one of the pie slices. So I started drawing circles, which I erased and changed into semicircles because one, I could not fit a full circle on the side of the page, and two, I want the animals to look like they're peeking from the edge of the circle. Once I had all of the semicircles down, I started deciding what animals I wanted to represent. And I settled on lion, cat, bunny, dog, pig, owl, bug, mouse, frog, and of course a panda. After I was done, I traced my lines with a micron pen and then erased the pencil guides. I wanted to color each piece of the pie because I also want this wheel to help me choose color schemes when I'm stuck. I went with rainbow colors and then also added gray to symbolize neutrals and pink to symbolize pastels. After painting the color wheel, I went ahead and painted my little animals with alcohol markers, which I really love but need a silicone mat underneath so that they don't bleed through more than one page. I didn't add much character to these creatures because I just want them to be reference animals. The only one I did add a little something to was the dog because it wasn't looking like a puppy at all. I then again traced over some lines that I needed to polish and decided to add confetti around the circle since this page already had some colorful stains that bled from the previous page where I made this pop-up cake. And if you want to see how I made that pop-up cake and other interactive pages, I'm going to link the video here, and of course I'm going to link it below. After the confetti was done, I wanted to make my spinner even more versatile by adding categories. So I printed some labels on my little Nimbot label printer because I wanted them to look even and perfect. After I cut the little circles, it was really hard to remove the backing of the sticker, but after a little struggle, I had all of them on there. Because I spent all this time peeling stickers alone with my thoughts, I thought that the animals I chose were nice, but it's a really limited selection. So I went ahead and widened that selection by adding a little speech bubble to each animal stating their category almost. So for example, the mouse is a mouse and it represents a mouse, but it also represents the fairy tale category. And the frog represents pond animals, and so on and so forth. So this gives me even more possibilities when using my spinner. With that, I was done, so I covered everything with packing tape to make it more durable, and it was time to put it to the test. I found a first page I wanted to try my random spinner on, and we are creating a character that's adorned with beautiful jewelry. So here's the spinner, here's the paper clip that I'm using, and a pencil. I'm gonna give it a flick and it lands on cat. I'm gonna give it a second flick and it lands on the same one. So we're going with floral and pink, I guess. I gave it a third flick just to see that the spinner works and it won't always land on the same piece, and it landed somewhere else, so we're good. Let's start with that. Floral, cat, pink. I still didn't know how I was going to illustrate this cat because, as I said, I'm really tired. And I think the culprit of my tiredness is this Rubik's Cube that I pushed myself to finish. I'll link that video too. I took way too much time to create it, and that time ate into my time to create commissions for works that I had to deliver, so I was late to do my commissions, and it just snowballed into this week, where everything has been sent to the collectors, but I'm exhausted. Anyhow, I started drawing my cat, and I thought, okay, so flowers, let's draw a flower crown. And after that, I started playing with its face and choosing how it would look. The faces always take me a couple of tries to get just right. And for this one, I wanted it to look youthful like a kitten because by now I had thought about my daughter when she was a toddler for inspiration. My mom has these boxes filled with all types of fashion jewelry that looked like a treasure to my baby. She would pull out tons of things out of these boxes and just tag them on herself. So I thought it was a cute idea to have the little cat wearing many things. I also tried to draw a ring on her, but it was looking funky. When I started tracing my drawing, I erased it to try to draw it better, and I ended replacing it by a flower ring. Now that I'm editing, I actually regret that change. I think the huge diamond was looking nicer, but oh well. That's what I did. I also connected the right side of the page to my character by having my little kitten throw some flowers just like the one she's using on her flower crown. After I was done tracing and I erased my pencil lines, I checked the back of both pages to see if there was something printed on the back or if I could use my alcohol markers and let them bleed through. I colored all of the largest areas and I started to color my flower crown at first, but I did not like that it was all pink. I wasn't loving it. And since I didn't know how to fix it, I just went with the process and painted all of the necklaces that she had on her neck. Once I did that, I realized that I could add some different pastel colors, so I changed some of the flowers to purple. I fixed her face a little bit and painted all of those flowers with the purple and pink too. I wanted the centers to look like little diamonds, but they're so tiny. I did not want to deal with trying to draw those, so I end up covering them with some Posca paint and then adding a little bit of glitter glue. Right at the end, I decided to add some more shadows to my kitten, and now she looks like a fox. I don't know, you tell me. I think she looks like a fox. It's still cute, but she kind of looks like a fox. I added whiskers that kind of help her look like a cat, but still my little Petunia may just be a fox. By the way, Petunia is the name I gave her. Time to move to the next page, but before that, I flipped the page to check how bad the bleed was, and it's bad. So bad, I couldn't live with looking at it every time I use my book, so I decided this page has to be next. So, we are creating a new word, and because we are using the spinner today, our word will come from the names of two animals. So, let's see what we get. First flick, and that clip just flew right off my book. Bring another clip in and flick it, and we have a bug. This little kind of butterfly thing I drew. Flick it again and it lands on a bunny. You cannot really see from this angle, but that's what we got. A butterfly and a bunny. I write those two words down and try to come up with combinations for them. Butter, bunny, bunny fly, bum butter. I don't know, you tell me. Which would you think it's a better name for a butterfly mixed with a bunny? While you figure that out, let's take the book away and bring in a thick piece of paper that I'm going to use for my drawing and to cover the bleed. At first I thought about drawing it kind of like in the shape of an egg. I think I was thinking of the bunnies I made for Easter. Then I added an antenna to it, but I thought the antenna needed to be more predominant, so I erased those and moved the ears further apart so you can see them better. I wanted the bunny to have more bug features, so I changed the shape of its body for a little while and added very big buggy eyes. I ended up changing the body back again more to an egg shape, and I changed the face so many times because I wanted it to look like a cute bug, not a monster. I fiddled with it until I settled for this cute, kind of clueless face. And the reason the little bunny butterfly is clueless, it's because she doesn't know what her actual species is. So please help me choose from the word combination. What can we call this creature? I rearranged my pencil lines, polished the little eyes, and started coloring with my markers. I checked if it was bleeding through my background, and it was, so in comes the silicone mat again. Colored everything with yellow because I still wanted the bunny to look like a butterfly. Did some ombre coloring on the antenna and did some shading with the markers, which I now understand you can shade once they're dry. I painted the wings entirely with purple and then brought out two purple Posca markers for the wing design. Gave them a good shake and started drawing. This part made me nervous because I've never drawn a butterfly easily. It's really hard for me to do the symmetry of the wings. But in this case, I think because I used the reference and I kept the design really close to a real butterfly wings, I did okay. I didn't do much creatively, just added little hearts where I could. I finished the drawing by using the other Posca marker to add some extra details. I shaded a bit with alcohol markers and with color pencil. All I needed now was to pop her in the book, so I kind of measured where the fold was and cut out a piece of the paper so I would have the prompt visible. Glued my page in and wrote those two words again with possible combo options. I can't decide what species she is, but her name is Bibi. Bibi the butt bunny? I don't know. Please help me choose. Bibi it is, and I think she's super cute and sweet. So that's it for the spinner today, and I hope I can get to use it again for other projects. If you want to see more pages from my book like this one with the sun, I have a Create This Book 3 playlist you might enjoy, and I will link that below too. I really hope you liked this video. It was really healing for me to just create for fun and do only what I really wanted to create today. I hope you enjoyed it too. With that, I'll see you next time, hopefully with something Christmassy for my home. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!